she hate me, I hate me too. I can always tell when you're lying, do you see through all these miles away? Yeah, I just wanna see you, baby, give me good face. She hit me like seafood. Remember when I saw you? Hi, it's nice to meet you. No, my heart goes salty. She just wanna be you. I'm a dog, no Maltese. I don't wanna leave you. Want you right here, I just don't on the streets, you know. Cause I've been a douchebag before, baby girl. I don't wanna repeat. She just won't please me. She look in my eyes, told me, why are you bleeding? And I don't even know how to answer. I take these drugs to my bladder. She says she noticed a pattern. She say I look gorgeous. I tell her I'm flattered, but I hate my reflection. When I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason. Just wanna feel better.
In this video, we are going to switch things up for the first time on the channel, and I'm going to introduce a new build series featuring my fleet of project cars I've been working on for the last couple years. This series will include my 2008 Lexus GX470, my Datsun 280Z, and my 1991 BMW 318 IS. So if you have interest in any of these vehicles and want to see what I'm doing to them, then stick around because we're going to start the series off with the one I know you want to see the most, my GX470 I named Alexis. I do want to ask for your patience as I find my voice in the car video side of things. I'm still learning so much every day. It might take me some time to make these videos the best they can be. My first videos on this channel were horrible, but they did get better, so just hang in there with me. The best way to support the channel is by becoming a member of the kit page, where I provide discount codes and organize all the links to everything I talk about on the channel. And for the car builds, this will be no different. If you see something that you like in one of my vehicles, I'm going to be updating the kit page constantly to put all of the things I use and recommend there. And in order to get discount codes for some of these companies, because this is a new series, I need to prove that people are interested in this stuff. So please share this video so the series can build some traction. I might be adding cars, but the sponsors are the same. Huge thank you to them: Guns Online, HSL Ammo, and of course Optics Planet. Thank you. I have discount codes for all of them below. To start things off, I want to do a basic overview of Alexis and show some of the things I did to make it a capable off-road monster without breaking the bank, and show some of the things that make this one of the most incredible and versatile vehicles that I own. Starting with the base specs, I bought this used with 112,000 miles on it, nearly rust-free in the spots that count. Again, it's a 2008 Lexus GX470 4.7 liter V8, sitting on a set of 33s with no rubbing issues. The Kenda tires are sized at 285/70/17. The wheels are Falcon T9 Atlas in bronze with their -38 offset, which are some of my favorite looking wheels on this type of truck. The lift is a Stage 1 Eibach Pro lift kit all the way around with the bags removed. The upper control arms I think are just a basic set from Amazon, but I'll be switching them to Freedom Off-Road set at some point. Maybe when these fail, it just came this way, so I've left them for now. The engine is completely stock the way that it should be. No tunes or mods. The reason being, I'm sure you've heard that these engines are extremely reliable, and most make it to well over 300,000 miles when they're taken care of, and that's because they are so overbuilt with a forged steel crankshaft and super strong internals. It's tuned conservatively with low compression, which reduces heat, stress, and wear. It also has a closed deck aluminum block with cast iron sleeves, which is extremely durable and resistant to overheating. So again, it's extremely overbuilt, and with Toyota's quality control standards, they don't come much better than this. The exhaust is stock for now, but I've been thinking of switching to a MagnaFlow to get a little more aggression out of the V8, because with the right exhaust, these can sound so good without being annoying to drive or compromising other things. I did also hire a local company called Velocity Blasting to do a complete 15-year rust protectant undercoating after dry ice blasting the entire chassis, which I will get into later in this video, because it's a very important thing to do if you own one of these. I also tinted all the glass to make sure I'm protecting the inside from heat. If you have any questions about what I did or where I went, let me know, but again, it'll all be on the kit page. The roof rack is a basic one from Amazon, and I'm going to upgrade this at some point, but it works for now. Now on the inside, I did do a couple things to upgrade the experience and versatility, starting with the trunk space, which has now been converted to a foldable table and storage solution for gear, supplies, and when I need it for camping, a bed. And I still needed to be able to use my back seats when I wanted to, so this wooden frame frame folds up and my back seats are good to go still. I've seen some designs which remove the back seats entirely, and I personally think that's a huge waste, making this into a two-seater vehicle. I would personally just do this instead. It works just as well, and I'll provide the plans I used in the kit page so you can build the same thing. I think total, depending on the wood you use, is about $200 from Home Depot, but you could do it for much less if you wanted to. But again, I'll go over this more in depth later in this video, or I'll make a dedicated video for it if needed. Moving to the front here, I didn't change a whole lot here, but I did vinyl wrap most of the trim pieces because I really didn't like the cherry wood red trim that was there before. I haven't done the door cards yet because I'm waiting for some good weather to get these out. I'll go over this more in depth again later. I did switch out the shifter knobs from ones I found from a guy who makes them from scratch on Facebook. I'll see if I can link his page, but he does random drops on Facebook GX group, so I'm not really sure if it's a consistent thing. They are incredible though. Two things that are extremely inexpensive but have made a world of a difference for me was adding Bluetooth as well as a solid phone mount. Both of these I have linked on the kit page. They are excellent, and that's pretty much the build so far. I have so many plans for this thing: a light bar, high clearance front bumper, upgraded roof rack, upgrade more storage solutions from a company I like called Victory 4x4, and a bunch more. But for now, this thing is as capable as I need it to be and has served me well. I will say, if you get one of these, probably the most important thing you can do is lift it with an Eibach or Fox kit and put it on a set of 33s. That alone makes this truck a monster when it comes to off-road situations. The rest was already done by Lexus with their low gears built to crawl over any terrain, and the ability to lock the differential for climbing, and the engine's overall reliability. Even though, yes, I do get about 13 miles to the gallon, which is actually pretty good for these. Going back to the dry ice blasting, why I chose this over other options and what the main benefits are. If you have a GX, it's no surprise that rust is an issue. Most people know to check the frame rails before buying one of these, but in case you didn't know, make sure you get under it and stab every part of the frame rail with a screwdriver before you buy. This can save you thousands later on. More likely you will find rust on the passenger side by the trans mount due to the AC line being directly over the rail, dripping for years before people notice. That is what happened to mine. It is fixable though. If you do end up finding a solid chassis, which even with this I still think mine's in incredibly good shape, then you want to do everything you can to protect it, because when these go, it costs a lot to fix them. That's why I chose Velocity Blasting in Layton, Utah, because they have a process that keeps your truck lasting years more than anything else I could find. They first prep the chassis by dry ice blasting all of the old debris away, getting completely rid of surface rust, old coatings, and the crap that people spray on over the years trying to protect it themselves. Then once the surface is properly prepped, they spray it with a specially formulated coating, which I believe they are the only ones who are certified to use this stuff. And not only does it look fantastic, but it protects it from rust for the next 15 years. They also touch up things whenever I need them to, and their claim is that it makes it easier to clean, protects against salted roads, and overall is the best coating out there for this purpose, which so far everything they've said has been my experience. It's fantastic. I was also able to work with these guys, and I do have a discount code for them on the kit page, so make sure that you use that because this can be very expensive depending on what you need done. 100% worth it though when you aren't paying for new frame rails and fabrication work. Velocity did an insanely good job on Lexus. I'm way happy with the results, and I'm definitely going to be sending my other builds there for the same services. To continue the series on Lexus, I'm leaving it to you to ask questions in the comments so I know what to make future videos about. And I'm down to make a video on what the top comment says, so get in there and like what you want to see next. That's it for today. I will see you in the next one.